If someone had told me that silence could destroy a marriage, I would have never believed them. But it all started on a normal Friday evening. My wife, Sana, was sitting with her 3 closest friends, women who always acted like marriage was a game and husbands were the opponents. They were laughing, whispering, and giving each other those looks that told me something stupid was about to happen. Then Sana turned to me and said, "We're doing a challenge. No talking to husbands for a whole month." I actually laughed, thinking it was a joke. "What kind of challenge is that?" I asked. Her friend proudly said, "It shows who cares more. If he really loves you, he'll chase you." Another added, "Men take wives for granted. Ignore him and he'll value you more." I didn't like the idea at all, but arguing with a group of people who lived on drama made no sense. So I shrugged and said, "If that's what you want." I should have realized then that this wasn't a challenge. It was disrespect disguised as empowerment. The first week wasn't painful, it was confusing. If I asked Sana something, she answered with hand signals or by typing on her phone. If I said good morning, she nodded without speaking. When I came home tired from work, she smiled silently and kept scrolling through her phone. Her friends kept messaging her non-stop. "Stay strong. Don't talk to him first. Make him work for your attention." She listened to every word they said like they were life coaches instead of troublemakers. By the end of the first week, something shifted. Sana looked happy, not with me, but with the attention from her friends. She laughed with them, texted them constantly, and barely looked in my direction. For the first time in our marriage, I felt invisible. But the real change happened inside me. I stopped feeling hurt and started feeling numb. When week 2 began, I made a decision. If they wanted silence, I would give them silence, but not the childish kind they were playing with. Mine would be quiet, calm, and powerful. I stopped initiating anything. I stopped trying to ask what she wanted for dinner, whether she needed anything, or how her day was. I went to work, came home, ate quietly, and slept early. I treated the situation exactly the way she wanted, like we weren't speaking. But while Sana was pretending, I was planning. Behind that silence, I was meeting a lawyer after work. I collected financial documents, checked my rights, and explained everything honestly without painting Sana as a villain. I wasn't planning revenge. I was planning peace. I also started staying out later, not messing around, just giving myself space to breathe. I read at the park, ate alone at small cafes, and felt the weight lift from my chest a little each day. That's when Sana finally began to notice. She watched me the way someone watches a pot they forgot on the stove but are scared to open. She'd look confused, then nervous, then frustrated. Her friends kept encouraging her to stay strong, but they had no idea what was really happening. On the 15th day, I put a neatly organized folder on the dining table after work. Inside were papers the lawyer had prepared, a separation draft, financial breakdowns, and a note that simply said, "If silence is what you prefer, I won't disturb you anymore." Sana stared at the papers in shock. For the first time in 2 weeks, she spoke. "What is this?" she whispered. I answered calmly, "You wanted silence. I'm giving you silence, with clarity." Her expression collapsed. "No, it was just a challenge. They told me to. It wasn't serious." I shook my head. "You don't follow strangers' advice in a marriage. You follow respect." She tried calling her friends. They laughed, said she was overreacting, and one even joked, "See? Men bluff. He won't go anywhere." I gently took the phone from her and put it aside. "This isn't about them. It's about us." She cried, apologized, begged me not to go through with it. She admitted she had enjoyed the attention her friends gave her more than the game itself. For the first time, she realized how easily she had let other people control her marriage. We didn't separate immediately. She asked sincerely for counseling. She cut ties with the friends who pushed her into this mess. She understood, finally, that silence can be just as damaging as words. And me. I learned that you don't always need to shout to be heard. Sometimes the quietest decisions speak the loudest.